the pinnacle of international football in England was the 1966 victory against West Germany at the Wembley Stadium. Followed by that, we had many, many poor results in the World Cup and European Championship campaigns. We were very unlucky at the World Cup 86, even more unlucky at World Cup 90 and Euro 96, and then the golden generation featuring the likes of Rooney, Beckham, Gerrard and Lampard really let us down. And now we have the man in the photo, Mr. Gareth Southgate. We've had many highs under Southgate, many lows, and none more so than the semi-final loss against Croatia at the World Cup, and then the European Championship final loss against Italy. So today, we're going to rewrite that, and we're going to change and see what we can do in the 2022 World Cup. So, yes, lads, welcome back to the new series on the channel. It's going to be a very short one. It's a mini-series today. We start off with England and seeing how we can improve the fortunes of the international team. So, yeah, obviously being an Englishman myself, we're not very good. We're very, very average. The first port of call I've got to do, because Southgate keeps picking like absolute shitters like Pickford and Harry Maguire. So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe the best call of action is to just completely change what he's doing. So I'm really considering just chucking Pickford out. I really, really like Ramsdale. I really like Pope. Absolutely exceptional goalkeepers. Dean Henderson's not bad either, but obviously he's not really playing for Manchester United in real life. But Pickford getting selected is an absolute joke. What else to say? It's just very, very poor. Johnson's not being great at West Brom the second half of the season. And I think eventually what we end up doing, we'll end up taking out Pickford as the third choice goalkeeper and just having another outfield player, because we always need outfield players with how this game and injuries work. So, yeah, Ramsdale and Pope, definitely surefires in the team. We'll have a quick look at the defence as well. This is Wan-Bissaka, who will soon be becoming a Dominican Republic of Congo player. Obviously, Trippier, great form at Newcastle so far since he's come in. Michael Keane and Harry Maguire, I'm not picking them. Absolute shambolic defenders. I used to like Michael Keane, but he's been awful this season. Tarkowski, obviously a great defender. Probably a decent replacement for Joe Gomez, who's the ones we're going to get rid of, because in real life he's not playing. He's not playing for Liverpool, so I think we may as well have a look at another one to replace him. I mean, there's quite a few on that list there, which you could say, yeah, we might replace him with that. Say Trippier's not a bad one. He's a Newcastle captain, I think, now. But he's injured for the rest of the season, so I don't think it's a realistic one to say what Gareth Southgate would do. I mean, Connor Cody's not a bad shot, but Ben White, that's probably the one I want to replace him with. Ben White's been absolutely exceptional this season for Arsenal. Obviously struggled against Lukaku in the first game of the year, but everyone does against Lukaku when he's firing on all cylinders, as they say. Ezri Konsa as well. Not a bad defender, former Brentford centre-back, obviously doing well for Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa. And then you have Eric Dyer. I'm not a fan. I know Conte loves him. He's basically a sweeper nowadays. But I still think he's a bit of a Harry Maguire sort of wannabe defender, which is really, really unfortunate because Maguire's shocking himself. So yeah, Cody or White. I'm leaning more towards Ben White because obviously fantastic season for Arsenal. They are in the top four at the moment, and I think that's the first one we're going to do. Ben White for Joe Gomez. Obviously on FIFA, Joe Gomez is unreal, but I don't really fancy it. Luke Shaw as well. I would take him out of the team, but I'm just not sure I can replace him. James Justin's an unreal left back, but he's injury prone. And we can't really be doing with that. Max Kilman's having a really good season, and Cresswell's unbelievable, but I don't think he'll make the squad in real life if we're going on fairly realistic players. So another one as well, Marcus Rashford. He's having an absolutely horrendous season. He's too busy being a dinner lady, bless him. I mean, he's doing a fantastic job for charity, but he's not in the best form for football, bless him. So phenomenal player on his day, but I think he'll be the one who's coming out of this team, as well as potentially James Maddison, who turns up for about 5 games a season. Everyone raves about him. Not me. I'm not having that shit. I'm not having him in my team. I don't really fancy having him. I mean, Rashford's a pretty much surefire swap for Bukayo Saka, if I can actually use him, because obviously he's out for 5 weeks. So I don't know what they're going to say about that. They might let me use him. I doubt it, though. FIFA's a very strange game, and you can't have like backup players like you can on Football Manager, which is a bit of a shame. That's just pretty much how it goes, though. But as I say, with Maddison, he's definitely the one who's going to be out of this team because, again, he's a great player on his day. Like someone like Bellingham or Ward-Prowse who actually show up for like majority of the games of the season. I know Bellingham's really young; he's only 18, but Ward-Prowse has been one of the most underrated players in the Premier League for the past like 4 seasons. So I'll definitely go with Ward-Prowse. as a replacement. Bellingham again, though. I think if I can't have Saka, it'll have to be Bellingham because Calvin Phillips and Henderson and Rice, they're all too good to drop. They all bring different parts of the game, even though they're all defensive midfielders. Henderson's more box-to-box, I guess, and so is Rice nowadays, but they still all bring different qualities and a bit more experience between like Henderson and Declan Rice. Even though Phillips is older than Rice, Rice is just unbelievable. What a baller he is. But yeah, I think defence is pretty much sorted. The goalkeepers, I might take Pickford out. I might take him out. I just think he's iffy. He's iffy as fuck, and I don't want to keep that at the World Cup. Last time we had that with Rob Green in 2010, and he had a shambles performance against USA and didn't play another game for England. So yeah, we'll take Saka out for Bellingham, I think, and I mean we could try Saka later and see what it says. I think the next one is the forward line. So yeah, I mean England's forwards, they're spoilt for choice a little bit. They've got some good players in there. Tony and Bamford are a little underrated in terms of the overalls on FIFA. Tony's scored like 12 goals this season. So he's having a decent season. Scored 5 in his last 3, so he's having a good little return to form. Jack Grealish, I think he's a good player, but I'm not having over Foden. Foden's a far, far better footballer. And he can hate on me. I just think he is. I think he's a lot better. For a plan B, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I should really go for him, to be honest. But Tammy Abraham's in form of his life, and Calvert-Lewin's been injured all season. So I can't really go for that. Vardy, again, injury prone, hit and miss. I can't pick anyone over Tammy Abraham, I don't think, as a backup striker. And I wouldn't say we need more than 2 strikers, really, because it's only like, 3 group games, 4 knockout games if we make it a bit further. And people like Sterling, Bowen and Sancho can fill in at strikers if they need to. So that's pretty much our strike force nailed on, but I'm still unsure about Pickford, I don't like him. So I think I might just get him out of the team. Maybe bring in Saka again. If it lets me take him, I'll take him. But if not, I think again, Emile Smith-Rowe or Harvey Barnes. So that pretty much looks like the nailed on team. Trent, again, he can play midfield. Walker can play central defence. And Tomori, absolute worldie of a defender at the moment. Really, really good. Ben White's just sort of there to make up the numbers, but he deserves to be there on merit for how good he's in real life. Mason Mount, again, pretty solid inclusion, and Ward-Prowse for his set piece deliveries. It's like having maybe not as good Beckham in the team. That's what I'd probably liken it to. Harry Kane again, Sterling, pretty much nailed on. Sterling's not exactly in the best form in real life. I know he got Player of the Month a few months ago, but he's still not really gonna be out of the team, is he? Because he's off form, but no one's gonna take that guy out of the team after his performances in the World Cup. And there we have it. So yeah, Saka can't come. That's really disappointing. I hate that about the game. Why can't I just make it more realistic and say, like, yeah, we're back in 5 weeks. We'll invite him to the squad. So now it's the thing about who do I bring as the extra man? And I'm really not sure to bring as the spare man. There's so many players to choose from. I think I'm leaning towards Smith-Rowe. Arsenal top scorer. He comes off the bench a lot and scores, but I mean, he's a quality player. And he's young as well. He's got a lot of pace, and he can play in the central midfield, attacking midfield, or left midfielder spot. So yeah, I think that's who I'm leaning towards. And I think that's pretty much a nailed on inclusion. I'd bring Rashford for his overall and how broken he's in FIFA, but I just don't want to make it too unrealistic. I mean, Grealish, after spending 100 million on him, he's got about 10 contributions this season. I don't understand how he's worth 100 million. I really, really don't. So I mean, it's a toss-up between Maddison. Maddison and Smith-Rowe is... Maddison's a better player, I'd say, currently, but Smith-Rowe's got a lot more of a potential. Conor Gallagher as well. It's so difficult. I'm sorry for wasting you guys' time, but it's just so difficult to see who I want in my team. We've already got too many central midfielders as it is. I mean, I like Eberezi as well. He's a good player in himself. Ollie Watkins for a backup striker, but I think the protocol is Emile Smith-Rowe can play across the front three and as a midfielder, so I think that's what I'm going to go for. Jesse Lingard last season, but this season I think it's got to be Emile Smith-Rowe. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll send the squad, and then we'll have a quick look at our group. So yeah, we're in a group with Greece, Hungary, and Mexico. Obviously not the real life group, but it's FIFA. I don't know what else to tell you. They've got the full licensing for the World Cup, but not for the Qatar one as of yet. So they've got the trophy and everything, but we'll have to wait until the next FIFA, I think, to get the full licensing for the World Cup. Because I can imagine they'll bring out another World Cup mode. I don't know for a fact, but that's something I can imagine him doing. So yeah, not a bad group to be in. Massive favourites along with Mexico. And I wouldn't expect Greece, even though they've got a good team, to get any further. Same with Hungary. I'd probably pin it on the Mexicans to get through, and as well as England. Us winning the group, and that is what I'm really hoping we can do. So we're going to start with the first game. So very quick, 10 minutes into the series. Well, five episode series, whatever it's going to be if we get to the final. We've got Hungary at the Stadion Hanguk. Obviously not a Qatari stadium, so it is what it is. So the team, Pope starts in goal. We've got a very, very strong back four. We've got Trent as the right back, Stones, Tomori and Chilwell. Round out the rest of the back four. The midfield three, Henderson and Rice, with Mount playing as a bit more of an attacking midfielder. And then the forward line of Sancho, Sterling and Kane. So we'll see the team taking the snap before the game. Look at them all. Absolute ballers. Harry Kane's going to score some with his chin. We love Harry Kane. So 1 minute into the game, I mean, Sterling turns his man fantastically well. Gets a shot away. It's over the bar. He should really be doing better with that. As we waste a good chance in the first minute of the game. So have to wait 26 minutes later. Sancho comes down the wings, looking for the ball in the middle. Tries to find it, gets the shot away, and Kane absolutely fluffs his lines. What the hell is he doing? That is an atrocious finish by Harry Kane. The one season wonder himself, what is he doing? What is he doing? And then not long after that, Hahn for Hungary plays the ball through to Salah. That's a good save by Nicholas Pope in goal. He's 6'7" he is. Imagine trying to beat that in real life. It's like Slender Man in goal. So they do get a corner. Salah wins the header, and we're 1-0 down against Hungary. How disappointing is that? I don't know if that's the top scorer, Adam Shalai, but they've all got the same names, haven't they? They all end in I. So, very disappointing start. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? I don't know. I don't know how to react to this. It's a great ball in. And the header, we should be beating him in the air. He's not very tall, and Pope can only stretch. As we go 1-0 down, and then just before half-time, Salah comes through again, finds the ball to Hahn, who fluffs his lines and lets us off. 1-0 down at half-time, though. That is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. I don't know how we're doing it. We're just so disappointed. Being down already against a very, very average Hungary side who've got about 3 players playing in the top leagues, and 2 of them are a perfect link between Galassi and Willy Orban. So, yeah, I don't understand it. We're 1-0 down already. And we need to sort this team out. We need to sort it out. So we'll have a quick look at half-time, see what we can do. The other games haven't kicked off yet, but, I mean, that was so poor. So poor. I think about bringing Rice off, but he's better than Henderson. I can't deny that. As a Liverpool fan, I can't say he's better than Henderson. So I can't say Henderson's better than Rice. And I think we'll just bring Rice back on for Henderson. I can't see us getting a better midfield than Rice and Ward-Prowse in terms of set-piece delivery. And potentially, yeah, that's a better one. Foden for Mount. So we kick off again in the 63rd minute with another highlight as Pope makes a smart save low down to his right-hand side. And then just, not long after that, 6 minutes later, Sterling crosses the ball in back stick. It's a great ball, and Galassi's forced into a really, really smart save low down to his left-hand side. So we're in the final 50 minutes now. Foden looking for Kane, who makes a wonderful run past Kadar. Easy chance for Sir Harold Kane, and it's 1-1. What a finish that is. Harry Kane. Absolutely unbelievable. That's a great run for someone with 64 pace. I mean, he's got more than that, but he's slow. That's the idea behind it. It's a great ball by Foden, who shows his intricate passing early on, and we make it 1-1. And then 6 minutes after that, Phil Foden's running through the midfield again, looking for the through ball to Harry Kane, who gets the through ball back off him. Kadar cannot keep up. Harry Kane across the goalkeeper with 2-1 up. Absolutely exceptional finish in football. He'll be top scorer soon, won't he, Harry Kane? He only scores against, like, Tunisia. Scored 5 against Tunisia. And he just scores pens. But he has scored 2 for us so far. That was a great finish against a #1 goalkeeper in the Bundesliga. So pick up right towards the end of the game. Dominik Soboslai, I can't know how to say his name. I'm not Hungarian. Finds the ball to Saloy. Plays it back to Kirkez. They're looking for a cross at middle, aren't they? Going to try and find a man. It's going to be a good ball. You know it is. We can't get the ball off him. Saloy looking for a pass in the middle. It's a first-time chance, and we've shafted it. We've absolutely shit the bed there. 2-2 against Hungary, because you know the game's over now. There was 2 minutes out of time, and they played about 10. They managed to score. They kept the ball, retained it really well, and we concede in the final minute of the game. What a joke that is. That's such a FIFA goal, that is. Just retain the possession fantastically well, pull it back. It's an easy finish, isn't it, really? Easy finish. Pope's got no chance. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Klein Heisler makes it 2-2. He doesn't sound Hungarian, he sounds German. And yeah, we're not doing very well so far. 1 point out of the first game against Hungary. That is 2010 World Cup form. That is a Madrid against Algeria in the first game. Horrendous, absolutely horrendous. We had 8 shots to 7, but they deserved it. They deserved it on the balance of play, the draw. They massively deserved it. Pope's had a good game, but the defence of Stones and Tamori found wanting. Very, very poor from them. I mean, it's obviously me controlling them, but they're still shit as well. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. We lose the game. Not lose the game. We draw the game, but we basically lost, didn't we? We draw the game, but lose the war. And to be fair, it's not good making jokes about war, is it? So, yeah, we're going to the second game of the episode, and we have got Mexico again at the Stadion Hanguk. Sort your fucking stadiums out here. They've got a decent team. I don't know many of the players. I know a lot of them play in the Liga MX, but some decent players like Araujo for Barcelona, who looks nothing like him. Montez plays for like Celta Vigo or something like that. Herrera just transferred to the MLS. Edson Alvarez plays for Ajax, and then Lozano, Jimenez, and Pineda. So yeah, pretty good team to be fair. It's gonna be hard. This is the hardest team in the group, I would say. And I'm actually worrying a little bit, because if we don't beat these, we're in a bit of a situation where we'll have to beat Greece. So a quick preview to our team. As you can see already, Reece James and Kyle Walker and Calvin Phillips have come into the team. So Pope starts in goal again after a good first game in the tournament. Obviously Pickford will start in real life, but he's an absolute shithouser player. I don't like him. Chilwell starts at left back. Tamori, Walker and James as the rest of the defence. Phillips and Rice as a holding midfielders, with Foden as the attacking midfielder, and then Sterling, Bowen and Kane as the strikers. So we're 5 minutes in with the first highlight. Bowen gets an effort away. It's a great save by Avocado. I don't know if that's his name, but that's what it looked like. Alvarez plays the ball into Pineda, and Jimenez this time forces a great save from Nick Pope. So yeah, 2 good chances straight away. They do get a corner from it. Looking for the cross, Lozano, the Napoli man, looking in the middle for Montez. Tamori wins the header. I guess I'll say he won the header there. Play back out to Jimenez, and we do eventually get the ball away. So Rice finds Phil Foden, who's looking for the ball on the outside, to Raheem Sterling. Intercepted again by the Mexican defence. Now it's Romo looking in the middle. Jimenez through again. Going to have another shot, isn't he? He's looking to turn. It's a great little turn. Pope with another phenomenal save. High to his left-hand side. And you're still in the game. So yeah, 22 minutes now. Harry Kane on the ball. That's got to be a penalty, surely. Oh, don't say he's down injured. Come on. No, he's not got up yet. I can see his little mini marker on the map, and he's still down injured. Romo gets a booking, but not for that challenge. Oh, dear. Please tell me Harry Kane's not injured. And we have got Tammy, so there's not too much worry since he's probably better in FIFA. But Kane's injured. Oh, my God. He was holding his knee. Please don't say it's his anterior cruciate ligament. That'll be absolute banter if it is, honestly, because we need Abraham now. So Kane's out, opening up for the rest of the tournament, but he was holding his knee, so I've not really got much hope for it. Abraham's in. Hopefully he can do a job for us. I mean, that's the challenge on Foden, but the challenge on Kane was just as bad. Should have been a pen, and we will see Tammy replacing Harry Kane. Oh, God. This is terrible. So, yeah, 20 minutes now. We do get a corner. We cross it into Abraham, who doesn't quite win the header. Comes back out to Kyle Walker, who knocks it back out to Sterling. We're looking for another cross. Great ball into Jared Bowen, who heads it over the keeper, Acevado. That's what I'm going to guess his name is now. What a header that is. Jared Bowen. He deserves being in the squad in real life. He's in exceptional form this season. Was very clearly too good for the Championship, and he's very clearly a top 6 Premier League player, if not a top 4 Premier League player. So yeah, great ball in by Raheem the Dream Sterling, and the header from Bowen. Absolutely exceptional to put us 1-0 up against Mexico. So 27 minutes now. Phil Foden looking for a through ball. Finds Abraham fantastically well. Araujo cannot keep up, and Abraham makes an impact off the bench. 2-0 now. I can't say it's not deserved. Really, really good play by Phil Foden, the Stockport Iniesta. He's a good player. I'm not going to say bad about Phil Foden. He's a good player. Great through ball. And Tammy Abraham with a really, really nice finish to put us 2-0 up at half-time. Really, really positive. Really positive showing so far. So 52 minutes now. Well, Mexico pissing him out with ball. Sterling picks it up, finds it to Tammy Abraham, who's running through. So really, I mean, that's a penalty again. That's another penalty. Don't say he's down as well. For God's sake, don't say Abraham's out as well. He's down again. Phillips picks up the ball, plays it out to Sterling, who goes for the effort. Tammy looks, he's holding his knee again. No, not the knee again. Come on. This isn't fair. I don't know what's happened. It was a bad challenge by Araujo. Oh, he's won the ball, hasn't he, though? It's a great challenge, really. No, Abraham's out injured as well. What am I meant to do? What the shit? Honestly, Bowen's now the striker, apparently. What am I meant to do? This is so bad. We've not got an actual centre forward. I should have bought Calvert-Lewin. Listen now, what am I meant to do? Oh my God, Abraham's injured again. Kane's been injured, Abraham's been injured in the same game. Bad challenges from Araujo. And yeah, we're down to our last striker. So 61 minutes now, Pope claims the ball really, really well. With an awful throw out though. Unfortunately for us, Jimenez is offside. I mean, that is ridiculous. Oh, it was Jesus Corona. Chiquito, whatever his name is. And I mean, I don't understand this goalkeeper rule, but it must be a rule if FIFA implements it. Because Tomori definitely kept him onside with his little kiss on his neck. And we got away with one there. But 77 minutes now, Martin's found fantastically well by Hector Herrera. It's a really good finish as well, but the pass from... it was Chicasito. Jesus himself. Bloody hell, Jesus performing miracles. That was a great through ball, that was, honestly. Really, really good play. Defensive split wide open there. Tomori and Walker all over the place. And now we need to seal out the end of the game. So pick up in the 90th minute now. No more highlights before then. Foden plays it out wide to Raheem, the Dream Sterling, who's tackled, and we get a throw in. I think we've won the game at this point. Chilwell plays it back to Calvin Phillips, who's had a good game. Plays it into Foden. Now into Jared Bowen. And it looks like another foul from Mexico, but the refs don't give anything to England. It's usually how it goes, but we do win the game. We are still in the World Cup, fortunately. I'm glad we won that game, because if we didn't, we'd be like third in the group going into the final game where we have to beat Greece. And yeah, really, really good. I keep saying yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, really, really good. And we have a look at the injuries. Look at the extent, 7 months. What the hell is that? I don't know what to say. It's just so disappointing. Both of them out for 7 months. Who's going to play up front now? It's going to have to be Jared Bowen, isn't it? I mean, he can do it in real life, as he showed when he was at Hull City and when he plays as a false nine for West Ham. But we're fucked. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. But nothing else going for us there. I mean, we've got Greece in the next game, but 2 7-month injuries. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke on the game. I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. We should have bought Calvert-Lewin. Or maybe even Rashford. He might have turned up. But yeah, I mean, it's happened before where the England first-choice strikers got injured. And the second choice one, Jeff Hurst managed to score a hat-trick against West Germany in the World Cup final. So hopefully that happens again as we won the World Cup in '66, as I keep reminding myself. But yeah, that's the group. That's the group. I mean, the rest of the groups, we're not really bothered about them. But yeah, very, very difficult. We can go through if we beat Greece. I think we're already through, basically. But, we'll see what happens in the next episode. So I really appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next episode of the England series.